Now that we've covered deleting sections, I want to talk to you about editing. So what we're going to do here is change some of the text and change this photo. So if we look at the back end section here, you can see that it's broken up into two sections of underlined text and a bit of paragraph underneath it. Now that corresponds to the headline here, the subtitle, and the paragraph beneath it. Now I want to edit that heading, so I'll hover here and I'll press this little edit button that looks like a pencil. You can see it all over the layout. Whenever you want to edit a section, you find the section you want to edit and you press that pencil. Here's where I'm going to change the content, and I want to change that to a very appealing thing to read. Now, anything that goes in between these bracketed underlines will have a dynamic underline effect when it's loaded. So let me show you what that means. If I click Save Changes and then click Preview again, you'll be able to see once it loads that the things to read smoothly underlines, and as you scroll down you can see this effect happening on lots of the text. If you don't want that, it's easy peasy. Just go back in and edit it and remove those little brackets that set the underlined text. If you ever forget how to use that, don't worry, it gives you an example and an explanation right under the content. So now if I click Save Changes, I'm going to hit Preview again and just check that looks how I expect it to. And yeah, no underlining, a very appealing thing to read. Great, I like that, but I'm not so sure about the picture here. Now to change that picture, what you want to do is change the background on the section that's to the side. Now the reason it looks empty is because there isn't any content in it. All that we've done is set a background on this section of the site. You can actually see, if you look closely, a little preview of the background picture we have there. What you want to do is click Edit and then go into Design Options. Here you can see our background picture, and when you hover in the middle of it you can see you're selecting a little X. Click that to remove the old picture. Click the plus and you'll be able to select a new picture. I think I'm going to use this fish. Click Set Image and then wait for the image to appear here. If you click Save Changes too quickly, it just won't have any background image and it will be blank, in which case you need to go back in again, click the Add button and wait for the image to appear before you hit Save Changes. Now let's preview that and see if it's looking like we'd expect. And there we are. Beautiful. That's just what I was hoping for. There's one extra thing you have to be aware of. On the mobile phones, these sections aren't displayed at all. They're hidden. There are still images in between the areas though, because they need to be broken up and, highlight the photos that the site has available. You can control which images are shown on the mobile by editing this section here. So you want to press Edit, and just as before you go into Design Options, remove the old one, select a new one, and then wait for that to appear. Great. Save Changes and let's say Preview. Now I'm going to bring up the mobile view of the site just so you can see where that fish goes, and so we say, so I'm going to look at that like it was an iPhone 6 Plus, and what you can see is here's our heading, there's our section, and there's the fish which we just put in for the mobile layout. This image here would be controlled from the next section down, which is this one. Okay, so now we've covered editing the content, and we've covered changing some of the photos. And using that method, you should be able to edit any of the sections that are already there in the templates.